Alright, let's talk about Clause 1.4, Law and Language, from the FIDIC 2017 Conditions of Contract. So, this clause is basically about two things: which country's law applies to the contract, and what language everyone must use throughout the project. First, which law applies. The contract must follow the law of the country that's mentioned in the contract data. That means, whatever country is written in that section, their legal system will be used. But, if no country is mentioned at all, then the contract follows the law of the country, where the project is actually happening. Also, it clearly says that, conflict of law rules won't apply. These are special rules used, when there's a dispute between different legal systems, but FIDIC says, nope, we're ignoring those. Only the law mentioned, or the project's location law, will apply. Second, the main language of the contract. The main or official language of the contract is, whatever language, is stated in the contract data. If that's not mentioned either, then the language used in the FIDIC conditions, themselves becomes the official one. So usually, that's English, but it depends on the actual contract. Now, if there's more than one language version, let's say, the contract is written in two languages, like English and French. If there's a conflict between the two, only the version, written in the official language will be used. That's the one that matters if anything is unclear. Finally, the language for communication. Any communication, like letters, emails, notices, reports, must be in the language mentioned in the contract data. And again, if the contract data doesn't say which language, then just use the official language of the contract. So overall, this clause helps everyone stay on the same page, using the same legal system and the same language, all the way through the project, to avoid any confusion or legal mess later on. So this is the simple explanation on 1.4 clause. Thank you.